Sierra paced the floor of her apartment. The tension in the room felt heavier than usual. Jasmine's disappearance had shifted the tone of Love in Rocket City from a drama filled series to a real life mystery. The production schedule was in chaos, with Darius scrambling to capitalize on the tragedy, or so Sierra suspected. Her phone vibrated on the marble counter, and she hesitated before picking it up. Trent's name lit up the screen. She braced herself. Trent rarely called unless there was something significant to share. Hey, Sierra cautiously answered. You're not going to believe this, Trent said, his voice low but sharp, like he was holding back his frustration. Darius just dropped a teaser for the next episode, and guess what it's called? Sierra's heart sank. What? Secrets in Rocket City. Sierra closed her eyes. The audacity of Darius cutting through her already frazzled nerves. Of course, she muttered. He's turning this into a ratings grab. That's not even the worst part, Trent added. The teaser hints that you might know more about Jasmine's disappearance than you're letting on. Sierra froze, gripping the edge of the counter for support. What the hell is he doing? He knows I have nothing to do with Jasmine leaving or whatever happened to her. He knows, Trent said darkly, but he also knows that your name sells episodes. And let's face it, he's been building up this storyline for weeks. You've seen the way he edits the confessionals. Half the time, it looks like you're scheming when you're not even saying anything. Damn it, Trent, Sierra hissed. What am I supposed to do? If I confront him, he'll only twist it to make me look guiltier. Maybe, Trent said, pausing. But you can't let him control the narrative. That's what he's counting on. You've got your platform, Sierra. Use it. Sierra fell silent. She had always tried to avoid bringing the show's drama into her personal brand. Her wellness and mental health content were supposed to be an escape, not another layer of the circus Darius orchestrated. But maybe Trent was right. Maybe it was time to fight fire with fire. Later that night, Sierra found herself scrolling through old photos on her phone. Pictures of her and Michael from years ago, back when they were just two teenagers in love, flooded her screen. The weight of their shared history pressed against her chest. She had spent so much time burying the past, but now it was clawing its way to the surface, threatening to destroy everything she had built. A knock at the door pulled her out of her thoughts. She glanced at the clock. It was almost midnight. Her pulse quickened as she made her way to the door, peering through the peephole. It was Michael. Sierra opened the door, her emotions a tangled mess of relief and anger. What are you doing here? Michael stepped inside, his face etched with worry. We need to talk. About what? How Darius is using Jasmine's disappearance to paint me as some kind of villain? Or maybe about how our secrets are about to blow up in our faces? Michael took a deep breath. About all of it, he said. But first, I need you to tell me something. Sierra crossed her arms. What? What? Do you think Darius knows? Michael's voice was low, almost a whisper. His eyes locked onto hers, searching for an answer. She hesitated. Knows what? That we were together? That we have a... She cut herself off, unwilling to say it aloud. Yes, Michael pressed. That we have a child out there, Sierra. Do you think he knows? The weight of his question hit her like a freight train. She had never considered the possibility that Darius might know about the baby they gave up for adoption. But if he did, I don't know, she admitted, her voice trembling. But if he does, Michael, we're screwed. The scene shifts to a summer evening in their small southern hometown. 10 years earlier, Sierra, just 18, sat on the hood of Michael's old Honda Civic, her hands clutching a letter she had written but couldn't bring herself to give to him. You don't have to do this, Michael said, his voice breaking. He stood a few feet away, hands shoved deep into his jeans pocket. We could figure it out together. I'll get a job, too, if I have to. You think it's that simple? Sierra snapped, her voice raw with frustration. We're kids, Michael. We have no money, no plan. How are we supposed to raise a baby when we can't barely take care of ourselves? Michael stepped closer, his face crumpling. I don't care how hard it is. I want to be there for you, for him. Tears streamed down Sierra's face. What about college? What about your scholarship? You think you'll still have that if you stay? He fell silent. They both knew the answer. We have to give him a chance, Sierra said, her voice softening. A real chance. Somewhere safe with parents who can give him everything we can't. Michael's shoulders slumped in defeat. Do you think we'll ever see him again? Sierra shook her head, her heart breaking. I don't know. But I hope one day he'll understand why we did this. Back in the present, Michael's voice broke through the haze of Sierra's memories. We made that decision together, he said, and I've regretted it every single day since. Sierra turned to him, her eyes filled with a mix of pain and anger. Do you think I haven't? But that doesn't change the fact that if Darius finds out, he'll use it to destroy us. We're not characters to him, Michael. We're pawns. Michael's jaw tightened. Then maybe it's time we stop playing his game. Sierra stared at him, the weight of his words sinking in. She didn't know if they could stop Darius, but one thing was clear. Their past was no longer something they could leave behind. It was coming for them, whether they were ready or not.